Alrighty. Wait. Oh, this might be a false start. Wait. Okay, never mind. There we go. I'm sure Restreamer will sync up the timers. Anyways, here we go. So let's take a look at this card. The first thing that I see is the 4 moons from seaside sub-areas. That's kind of yuck. The center square is at least good. The 5 moons from 8 bits, that's a pretty reasonable center square. 8 bits are generally okay to go for. I'd say they're relatively fast. They aren't always the play, but, you know. 8 bits are generally okay. In terms of synergy on this board, let's see. I also see 100 moons total, which is usually not something you want to go for, unless if you know that you can route in the necessary amount of moons to actually go for 100 moons total. Because 100 moons is kind of a lot. You leave Metro with 75 in an any percent run, which means that you would need an extra 25, and that's only assuming you're going to Snow or Seaside. So 100 moons total, usually not the play. Though I do see 20 late here, they could potentially make that work. So yeah, both of the runners right now are just going through Cap Kingdom, and while they're playing through Cap Kingdom, they are trying to figure out what they want to do. This board is pretty interesting so far. They aren't Snow Seaside locked from what I can see. No, they are not Snow Seaside locked. There's actually only 2 Snow Seaside goals on this board. The 15 regional Snow, and the 4 moons from sub-areas in Seaside. But I'm also not a big fan of the 100 moons here. And there's also 8 moons cap, which is kind of a really treacherous backtrack. 8 moons cap takes roughly 5 minutes because you literally have to enter at least 2 of the sub-areas in order to make it work. And then 26 Metro, it's okay. Usually if you're getting more than 20 moons in Metro, it probably makes more sense to just go to Snow or Seaside. I usually only pair like a 24 or 26 in Metro if you have to do like sub-areas of some kind on the board. But I don't even see sub-areas on this board, so with that in mind, I'm honestly looking at something like C3, BLTR, and row 5. 6 moons for multi-moons. If you're going to Metro, you would need 2 extra. They could potentially just knock this out in sand, or they could do something like Showdown plus Wooded Peace. Both pretty viable options, I would say. Yeah, this board's not exactly the best. Because even synergy-wise, there isn't a lot to work with here. But in terms of actual routes, the runners are generally probably looking at an early finish here. I don't really see anything Snow or Seaside worthy that could even potentially come close to one of the early finishes. So I don't think we're going to see Snow or Seaside on this board for either runner. Hey There is doing something. Not 100%. Oh, he's doing Rib Jump. Okay. I believe that means he wants life aparts then, because there is a life apart that is only here on the first visit of Cascade. And, you know, I guess if you're really experienced with stuff like DSS or Rib Jump, it could be worth going for. And as we can see, Hey There, just showing up how to do Rib Jump, right? I'm pretty sure that probably means he grabbed the life apart in Top Hat Tower, too. I didn't quite see it, but he probably grabbed it. Which means he's probably going for the 8 unique life aparts, or at least is just grabbing them right now, so that way if he does decide to go for them, he's not in trouble. But that is kind of worrying me, because the position of the 8 unique life apart square on this board suggests that he's going to Snow, or getting 100 moons total. And both of those don't really seem like ideal plays to me. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm honestly still a fan of this C3 BLTR, C3 BLTR row 5 thing. It's not terrible, but it's like the best early finish they got here, and I really don't see a lot of synergy that can really make this board work. So, once I don't really see synergy, I almost always just do the early finish, because at that point, it's like, obviously you want to finish early. And if there's no synergy, you probably want to finish early. And there just isn't a lot of it here. Definitely a tough card. We're gonna have to see how the runners fare with this in mind. Both runners actually grabbing behind the waterfall 8-bit Moon and Cascade. Little curious why Hey There didn't decide to abuse his checkpoint that he got. Probably would have been faster to warp out of the sub-area. Or, not the sub-area, that's not a sub-area. Warp out of the 8-bit section. Dray is actually sitting here thinking on what to do. Sitting and thinking is generally a good call. If you don't know what you're doing on the board, taking even like 15-20 seconds to think is not the worst idea. Because the way I see it, that time that you spend thinking will, you know, it will help you in the long run, because then you're not scrambling for something that either isn't optimal or something that isn't even going to be in your route in the end. Dray also grabbing a life apart. Does this suggest that both runners are doing row 1? I really hope they aren't doing C2. I don't see 100 moons being the play here. Thank God we have trackers. I couldn't agree more, Neo. I couldn't agree more. So, Dray showing off some really nice movement here. That triple vector, very clean. Dray actually also going for timers. We do see 7 timers on the card. Oh, it's suggesting C2. Oh, don't do C2. 100 moons total? Ugh. He's also grabbing quite a bit of extra moons here. Well, not like a lot of extra moons, but enough to suggest that he is probably going for this 100 moons total. Alright, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Tracker getting distracted by chat? Couldn't be me. So, Hey There taking a slight lead here. Just, immediately getting into Sand Kingdom after getting his 8-bit. Dray spent a little bit of time collecting some timers, so it already suggests that they're potentially doing different stuff. But we can both assume they are going to snow on this card. Because if they're both going for life up parts, they're almost locked into snow. I guess if they're doing this 100 moons total, I guess they could still do early finish, but I don't see any reason why that would be worth it. I guess it's possible that they're doing something like C2 row 4. I guess if you're going to go for the 100 moons total, it makes sense to combine it with the 20 Lake and the 26 Metro, and maybe finish in Metro instead. Boy. Ugh. I don't know, this already doesn't look pretty for either runner. Row 4 is weird. Personally, staying in Metro for that long suggests that you should have probably went to Snow or Seaside in the first place. But if you need extra moons and, you know, you need, like, sub-areas, there isn't sub-areas on this board, so I really can't suggest the 26 Metro. If there were sub-areas, I would be like, yeah, this can maybe be the play. But I really cannot justify the 26 Metro. I guess, again, 100 moons total suggests that they might just want to finish in Metro, like really late Metro, with the C2 and the R4 synergy. It's not terrible the more I look at it, it's just... It's not good. It's not good. I'm not a fan. But, with this in mind, it does definitely seem like that is what both runners are doing. Hey there, considering going into Ice Cave Treasure there for a sec, I saw that. Not entirely sure why he would go into Ice Cave Treasure, so I guess it's a good thing that he, retracted that. Making his way up to atop the tower. Potentially getting a Story Moon. That would work well here, because 8-bits and Story Moons. Definitely not a bad play. He's taken a lot of damage. He might lose his life apart. Ah! Not ideal. And missing the platform cycle. You hate to see it. Dray finally making his way into sand. It looks like he's just been doing any percent so far, though. Showing off that he knows how to dram. Very nice. And yeah, Hey There did grab the Story Moon, so this could suggest that Hey There is going for BLTR. Which... I would dig that. But he didn't collect any timers in Cascade. I don't think. He might have gotten the one at the bottom. But I know he didn't get the one at the top. Very interesting. So they're both just kinda doing, like, in any percent style sand. Hey, they're deviating a little bit by going to the tower. Dray actually also went to the tower, okay. So it's a minor deviation, but they're still mostly collecting any percent. There isn't really too much going on here. They did both get the Wooden Crate Moon. Not necessarily for the gold. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's for the gold. But just because that moon is generally really fast, and you can spawn it, go up the tower, and then fall into it. Very commonplace strategy. Hey there, actually knocking out Call Jaxie from 2 stands, so I am almost certain this is guaranteed row 4. But that does concern me, because I really do not know if Hey there got both of the timers in Cascade. Could potentially be problematic for him. But if he's planning to get multi-moons, he could salvage this still. Like, if he's planning to do something like Wooded Piece, doing Wooded Piece unlocks 2 timers, so that would potentially save him from this timer detriment. They barely get any time at all to review the board before they start. In the case of this tournament, the board does generate about 10 seconds before they begin, but on normal circumstances, you really are not supposed to be looking at the board before you start, but it's just so that way the restreamer can get, you know, the board set up and everything. So I guess technically, they do have a little bit of extra time than normal to view the board, but 10 seconds isn't going to make the world of difference when it comes to looking at the board. But yeah, the runners generally route the board during the Cap Kingdom and the beginning of Cascade Kingdom, with the few cutscenes that there are, being the first Moon cutscene, the Madame Brood cutscene, like the scene that plays after beating Madame Brood, and also Pylon to Cascade, and also the intro, obviously. Those 4 cutscenes together are about a minute and a half, I think. Yeah, I'd say a minute and a half. But sometimes that isn't enough, and sometimes the runners end up still trying to figure out what their route is in sand, or they sit in Cascade like Dray did and just thought about it for a bit. Which, again, is not a bad play at all. If you need to sit down and think, please sit down and think, because if you leave Cascade with something that you need, with something that, you need but didn't get, could potentially be problematic. Revisits are 40 seconds, so the time that you spent sitting and thinking versus revisiting, it will counterbalance. Dray actually forgetting something. What did he forget? He forgot Jaxie. Forgot Jaxie stands. Okay. Well, at least he didn't leave the kingdom. That being said, hey there, actually going for late clip. Late clip in bingo is, what I would like to call incredibly busted. This clip is so good. You get 2 chests, a painting moon, and a checkpoint, all within 30 seconds. Or less, depending on how optimal you are at it. It's so busted. It's so good, dude. He didn't really need any of this stuff. He's probably just doing it for fast late moves. And if you know how to do late clip fast, it's probably worth doing late clip. So. Dray also collecting some lake moons, so I think we can pretty much guarantee that both runners are going for this 20 moons in lake. Hey there, immediately beating Rango. Makes perfect sense to do that, because they need 20 moons. Rango's a fast fight, and several more moons will unlock once they do beat Rango. There's pretty much no reason not to beat Rango if you need any extra moons in Lake. Even something for like 12, I would still recommend beating Rango. Because he's a fast fight. Dray also sporting the late clip. Both runners are really showing off how good late clip can be. Very fast. Hey, they're actually going fishing. Was that first bite? That might have been a first bite fish. Very nice. RNG is in his favor. Fishing can be kind of a nightmare sometimes, so it's nice that it was nice to hay there. Wait, did Dray just kill the fish? Dude, I think Dray just killed the fish. Thank God there's another one. He killed him. Oh my goodness. Dray actually going for moon shards. This makes a lot of sense, as you can pair it with Puzzle Room and this 8-bit and any percent moon that you get. So, Dray definitely doing some smart plays. Also, getting the late 8-bit. I think Dray's at 3 8-bits? I don't think he went into the sub area. I know one of them went into the sub area. I don't think it was Dray. I think Hey There went into the sub area. But Hey There didn't collect any timers, or only one timer in Cascade. Anyways, that being said, Dray actually going for another wooden crate. Again, it's probably in his route, but even if it wasn't, this is still a very fast moon. So, ooh, accidentally hitting the P-switch! Oh, you hate to see it. That's a bummer. Yeah, that P-switch is, really, really dumb. Wait, okay, they're talking... Wait, what's going on? Why did he talk to the NPC? Surely that was an accident. Oh, he's doing outfit door clip. Oh, okay, okay, no, I understand. I was like, why is he talking to the NPC? Ooh, yeah, this is a really miserable clip. I would not be going for that if I was him. There are plenty of moons. That is not one of them that I want to go for. That moon is miserable if you're doing the clip. Actually, it's miserable even if you're not doing the clip. It's just a slow moon. Like, even for something like 20 Lake, I just don't recommend Outfit Door. Dray just exited Jump, Grab, Cling, and Climb. Very nice. Oh, he actually hasn't fought Rango yet. Huh. That's interesting. He decided to fight Rango way later than Hey There. Now, that's interesting to me, because almost always I would just fight Rango almost immediately, just because some really fast moons do open up once you beat Rango. And since they need 20, it makes sense to just go straight to Rango. Well, maybe not straight, but yeah, get a few movies. Okay, luckily Hey There didn't fall off the platform. That could have been bad. But yeah, they're both definitely making quick work of Lake Kingdom right now. So they do need 8 unique life up parts. I don't recall. Did Dray or Hey There collect the life up part in Lake? I know that they were in the plaza, both of them, but did they collect the life up part? Hey, they're also going for the chest, so this is probably guaranteed to be in their route. I can't see either of them not doing row 4 at this point. Like, they've already revealed the 100 moons total. They've already revealed that they're getting timers. They've already revealed that they're getting crates, even though they're fast moons. And they're both getting 20 lakes, so it's almost guaranteed that they are doing row 4. Wait, hint arts? Wait, you mean for life up parts, right? Anyways. That's all fine and good. Oh, Dray exiting his Cheep a little bit early. I feel that mistake. I've definitely uncaptured my Cheep before doing that move. Feels bad. It looks like he was trying to really synergize his moon shards. I noticed that he collected 2 before the Rango fight, and they do stay collected throughout the kingdom, so that's pretty smart of Dray. Never really thought to do the moon shards moon and lake like that. I usually just do what Hey There is doing right now and just get them all at once, but it might actually make more sense to do them in intervals, since... Oh, Hey There, literally drowning his fish, dude. Dude, he just dropped his fish into the dome. I mean, he didn't need it or anything, but, like, that's so brutal. Oh, okay, he meant 8-bit. Alright. Alright, so both runners are about finished with Lake Kingdom. I think they're gonna be leaving Lake around the same time. Like, this is still really close. It looks like they're going for the same routes so far. And, you know, they're basically neck and neck. It's only like a 30-second difference. Wait, did Dray ever finish collecting that moon shards moon? Or did he just ditch the moon entirely? I think he only grabbed 3 shards and then just ditched it. Very interesting decision by Dray. Going out of his way to collect the first 2, then the 3rd, and then just ditching the moon. I guess realizing that he didn't need it in the end. He probably didn't lose too much time for collecting some of them. Yeah, that's really strange. Huh. Revisit? Why would he be revisiting? I'm trying to think. What on this board is, potentially making him want to revisit. Hey there, actually revisiting Cascade for timers, realizing that he will need these if he wants his route to work. Again, he could have done Wooded Piece to salvage his timer problem. Wooded Piece isn't necessarily slow, so, I mean, it's not, like, good, but it's also not bad. And it would have made it so he wouldn't have had to revisit. So, personally, I feel like if I was in Hey There's situation, I would have done Wooded Piece to fix my timer problem. Because you do unlock 2 timers by doing Wooded Piece. And if they need a lot of moons... Okay, so it looks like Dray just went to cap for the timer. I guess that makes sense. He will need 7, which if he's not getting peace in any of the kingdoms, he will need to collect all of the timers through Metro that don't, you know, have anything to do with Sand or Wooded Piece. Yeah, this is very interesting. Both runners are pretty much neck and neck. Hey there for getting timers in Cascade definitely set him back a little bit, but they are literally neck and neck. Dray immediately dipping into Deep Woods. He collected 3 regionals already, so does this suggest that he's doing BLTR with the 60 regionals? Or will it be row 1 and he goes to Snow? Well, actually, it can't be row 1. He already left the lake. So he's doing BLTR. Well, I don't know. He might have gotten 15 regionals in lake, but he didn't mark it. So, it's clearly not in his route if he didn't mark it. So, Dray's doing BLTR. I wonder if we can potentially get hints to what Hey There's third line will be. I'm still on the thing where I feel like Hey there for getting the timers, it just would have made sense to just do Wooded Piece at that point. I don't think that backtrack to Cascade was worth it. I know he forgot them, but I just feel like doing Wooded Piece would have been the better play. Since they need 100 moons anyway. And he's likely getting, at least... And, you know, he's likely going up there for the 8-bit, potentially. So, that would have definitely worked out. So, yeah, both runners getting the Deep Woods timer, as they should. Because, again, if they aren't getting peace in Sand or Wooded, they will need to collect every timer up through Metro. Hey there, showing off his nut clip prowess. Very nice. Very clean. Nut clip in bingo's kind of weird. I don't really consider it to be that useful. Like, it's definitely fast if you're really consistent at nut clip, but it really isn't necessary. Because there's also a way to climb to the top of Wooded early, even if you're not using nut clip, the Goryuya wall climb, so, thank God that exists. I'd be in trouble if that didn't exist. Dray opting not to nut clip. Yeah, I don't really think that's the end of the world. I guess you could always nut clip optimally to do the gate skip, which will save 8 seconds, but you risk falling into Deep Woods, so... I guess if you have to go there to begin with, I guess it might be worthwhile. I don't know. It's driving you nuts that I keep saying nut. Very nice. Dray in the maze just for the purples. Personally, not exactly the regionals I would have collected there. You can definitely get 60 without going too far out of your way for regionals. I don't think those maze coins were worth it. It might have been worth it if he was in the maze to begin with to collect the moon, but I don't think he went into the maze. So they obviously both collected the Flower Red Story Moon. Probably because they're... well, they obviously need the Story Moons. Well, at least Gray does. But it's also just the fact that that Story Moon's literally in the way. And there's really no reason not to do it. Spirit's pretty fast. And again, they need 100 moons total. I'm gonna keep repeating this. Because they need 100 moons, them going out of their way even a little bit just to grab, like, an extra moon is honestly probably worth it. Is Hey There also doing BLTR? He is collecting regionals now. He wasn't initially. Maybe he saw it and was like, oh, he just missed a very fast life-up part. There's a life-up part in that block that's literally right on the path, and if he's collecting them, that's a very bad one to miss. I mean, I would know, I missed it during my race. I went back and got it. So it's a pretty forgettable one, I'll give him that one. Yeah, he just completely bypassed that one. How many moons do they need? Well, if they're going for the 100 moons total goal, they will need 100 moons to complete their run. And it's looking very likely that they're doing 100 moons total. Dray remembering to collect that life apart. So that puts Hey There in an interesting scenario. I don't know how many life aparts he grabbed, but that life apart is really fast. So it really surprises me that he didn't grab it. Probably just forgot in the moment. But he is going pretty out of his way for regionals right now. Not exactly knowing what exactly is the optimal way to go about doing these regionals, but, you know, he's still collecting them. Dray's fighting Spirit. Again, makes perfect sense, because they need 100 moons. I'm gonna keep repeating this, dude. I can't believe both of these guys are going for 100 moons. They both forgot the lake one. I could have sworn Dray got the lake one. Wait, is Hey There realizing that he forgot the heart? I think Hey There realized that he forgot the heart. Maybe. No. Well, I don't know. Maybe. He didn't grab the checkpoint. Yeah, I think he's going to go get the... Yeah! Wait. Oh, no! Oh, that's brutal. Oh, that really sucks. That's a huge setback for Hey There. I think he was trying to get the regionals on top of the arena by Spirit. Ooh, that is really rough. Yeah, I think he realized he forgot the heart. I don't see any other reason why he would be going back here. If he didn't realize he didn't forget the heart. What? Hey there, you're scaring me, dude. Where are you going? No. Chat, this is not good. Oh no. Alrighty! So, Hey There kinda just, winging Wooded right now. I mean... Wooded's a really tough kingdom to round. I shouldn't really be giving him too much flack, because Wooded's probably my worst kingdom as well. This is a really tough kingdom to round in Bingo. Anyways, I think Dray is going to the top for the life apart. Why he captured the Sherm farthest away from the life apart is beyond me. But hey, he got the life apart. That's what matters. He literally captured the Sherm farthest away. Why did he do that? It was probably an accident, but like, that's so funny. Yeah, he didn't grab the heart even when he went back to the tower. He never re-entered the tower, to be fair, but at the same time, this is kind of a yikes for Hey There. But Hey There opting to just leave Wooded. He didn't get 60 regionals. He could be planning to revisit, though. He could utilize the painting in Metro to go back to Wooded later. So it's possible that we'll see that. Did he at least beat Spirit? I don't even remember if he beat Spirit. Anyways, Dray's just still chilling in Wooded. He's finishing up his 60 regionals. He's collecting more moons. Yeah, it looks like Dray will be finishing up his regionals here in a bit. Because it looks like he saved all these central ones for last, and it looks like he's gonna finish with Pipeway. Oh wait, no, he's 3 short. He can't finish with Pipeway. Oh wait, now he's not. Okay, or he's just gonna ignore Pipeway. Remember, chat, he needs 100 moons. And he straight up ignored Pipeway. Or maybe he already did Pipeway. It's possible he already did Pipeway. If Dray's at 5 2Ds, I'm surprised he hasn't marked it yet, but I don't know, maybe he's just waiting for something. Yeah, if Hey There didn't do Spirit, going back through the painting for Wooded isn't really gonna do him a lot of good. I mean, I guess he can still use the checkpoint at the top in the painting, but that's definitely not gonna be ideal for Hey There. Hey There did show that he did get 8 moons from Nuts, though, so it's possible that he was initially thinking of BLTR, but then decided, I don't know where 60 regionals and Wooded are, so I'm gonna change over to C1. And die while collecting Swamp over Fuzzies, or Fuzzies over the Swamp, whatever the name of that moon is. Actually a pretty valid switch. He can definitely still make this work, and potentially take the W. 15 regionals in Snow is not going to take him very long. So, even though Dray will not have to proceed to Snow, like Hey There, I think Hey There still made a valid play. You're switching up his routes a bit. I can only assume it was a route switch. He had to have initially had BLTR. There's no way, dude. He was collecting the regionals. Anyways. Both runners in Lost Kingdom now. There are quite a few easy goals in Lost to collect, actually. You got the 3 checkpoints in the bottom left, the 12 moons in Lost, and the... Is that 20 or 30 regionals? I gotta look at the actual card. I can't see it on the freaking commentary. 20! Alright, 20 regionals. Basically, all of those goals are actually pretty easy to do. It honestly... Oh my goodness. Both runners are really struggling here in Lost Kingdom, as you do. This is a very scary kingdom. And, like, especially in Bingo, like, if you don't have something planned, you will die here at least 4 times. Guaranteed. This is just such a scary kingdom. Like, you really need to be careful. You will take, like, 4 deaths here if you don't know what you're doing. Hey there is thinking. Or wait, no, his stream froze. I thought he was thinking too. Okay, that's kind of funny. So, hey there got 12 moons and lost. He's gonna be getting the 3 checkpoints. He's also probably doing... Yep, there it is. Okay. Well, hopefully his stream will come back to us. We can only hope. Huh. I'm kind of curious what Hey there's going for now. I guess he could be doing C3. C3's still on the table. He got the wooden crates. I don't think he's purchased any costume sets, though. That could be a problem. But he could do C3 still. Anyways, looking at Dray. Dray is just moving through Lost Kingdom. He's a little behind Hey there now, but I think he has a better grasp on what he's planning to actually do. So, I would say Dray still, like, you know, like, the ball's still in Dray's court, for sure. But I think Hey there is going to make something work with the slew of lost goals that he just marked. And he can still revisit Wooded through the painting. If he so chooses. So, Hey there is just blitzing through Night Metro. There's not too much that goes on in Night Metro and Bingo. There's a few things that you can do here. You could collect up to 27 regionals, which could potentially allow for an early finish. You can get 6 checkpoints in Night Metro alone, but you will have to do Metro painting and sand if you want to do that. But there are 5 checkpoints plus the painting to make 6. Yeah, that's kind of it. Oh, the shop's open. For some reason, the shop is open in Night Metro. Have no idea why. Like, it's literally an apocalypse, and, you know, they're still selling stuff. I don't understand. Dude, when I found out that the shop was open in Night Metro, it literally blew my mind, because there's no reason they should be open. It is gloom and doom, my dude. I said 27. The city has no power, but the shop is open. It's ridiculous. It's like, all their power source is going into selling the merch, dude. It's so dumb. I guess desperate times calls for desperate measures. You know, you gotta put food on the table. You know, like, it's a rough life being a new Donkeyan, man. I think that's what you call them. New Donkeans? All he needs that merch money. Hey there's collecting Metro perks for some reason. I think he realizes that going for C3 might pose a problem if he doesn't have enough regionals to purchase a costume. Or maybe he just doesn't want to deal with the barrel to get into the outfit too. Which is, kind of understandable. I mean, I guess if you're gonna be purchasing costumes this late, it makes sense to not have to have that as a burden for you. I think Hey there gave up on Life of Hearts because he didn't collect the City Hall one. I think Hey there is starting to realize that he missed too many. Which could potentially be true. He missed the Wooded one, and he now missed the City Hall one. Both of those are really easy to get. So, with this in mind, I think Hey there completely switched gears. I think that's almost certain. It could pay off for him, though. Because Dray still has to get 100 moons. Like, I don't know what his moon count's at right now, but it's a lot of moons, man. And, like, he's still gonna have to go through all of Metro. He won't leave Metro, but he still has to get 26 moons in Metro. Assuming he left Lost with 74, he'll be able to finish with the moon goals intact, but, like... Yeah, so hey, they're definitely realizing he missed too many life-up parts and completely shifting gears on us. He is definitely going for a completely different route now. He's still doing the timers, like, he's still doing row 4. Which is interesting, because it's like, he already collected a lot of moons, so it's like, he lost a lot of time already. But I think he's still going to be able to make this work and potentially take the W over Dray. Yeah, he has to go to Snow, but, like, that's really... Oh, I mean... No, wait, actually, he also has to do picture match. This is still anyone's game. Dray won't have to do picture match or Snow, so this is definitely still anyone's game. Picture match being 2 minutes, Snow probably also being 2 minutes. Hey, they're not exactly in an ideal place right now. He's purchasing costumes, though. He doesn't have a lot of money. Okay. Yeah, hey there is in a lot of trouble. Imagine Agron making a mistake. Dude, couldn't be me. Has Hey There purchased any costumes before Metro? Like, like, he needs 7 to make this work. I mean, he'll be collecting 15 regionals in Snow, so he'll get that costume. And assuming he picks up more hint arts, he can buy more costumes. But that's still only 6. That means he'll be forced to revisit one other kingdom to get 1 costume. He could revisit Cascade, because I know he collected some Cascade regionals. Yeah, I think Hey There definitely being a bit scrambled by the life-up parts. It's gonna cost him. Because Dray's making really quick work of Metro already. And assuming he left Lost with 74 moons, this is gonna end as soon as Dray hits 26. Did someone in chat catch how many moons Dray left Lost with? Because if it was less than 74, then Dray could potentially be seeing himself doing Metro Peace to make up the moon deficit. To be fair, moons aren't exactly, like, hard to track, so it's not exactly, you know, something you would be looking for. It's so funny. Dray marking off his 8 unique life-ups. Pretty sure that was 8. I don't think he collected the one in the dumpster in Metro, but I don't think he needed it. He's been pretty good about the life-up parts. He's collected most of the fast ones, so definitely not needing the one in the dumpster. Or maybe he got in, I just didn't notice. So yeah, Hey There just blitzing his way through Metro. I think he's pretty much just doing any percent at this point. He realizes that, well, I mean, any percent plus 6 moons. Any percent plus 6 moons. Oh my goodness. Wait, I just realized he didn't even put on the builder's costume, so he's still going to do the barrel flip. Alright.
Hi.
Sure. Why not? Like, you know, you purchase the costume, you might as well not have to worry about this clip. He's struggling with it, too. Oh, no. Okay, he got it. But like, I feel like if you purchased the costume, you might as well wear it. So hey, they're going in there for his third wooden crate, obviously. Dray's also going to have to visit the sub-area, but I don't think that matters for either runner, because, well, both Dray and Hey there need to visit the sub-area and get 26 moons in Metro. Like, if you're getting 26 moons in Metro and not going into the sub-area, you probably did something wrong, because this is a pretty fast sub-area. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I actually never seen that before. Hey there, diving out of that pylon early. I don't think I've ever seen anyone... Oh, that's an assy on the side. I don't think I've ever seen anyone dive out of that pylon early. That was cool. Also risky, though, because you bonk on the rail, you're restarting that sub-area. I guess Hey there realizes that he's in a lot of trouble, so he's taking any risk he can to salvage this. I think Dray's still gonna be okay here. Assuming he left loss with around 74 moons, Dray will be fine. I really wish I caught how many moons Dray left lost with. I would have loved to know that. Anyways, hey there. Collecting more Metro moons, he realizes that he really needs to get out of here. So he's going as fast as he possibly can to salvage this potential route mix-up that he's currently enduring. Well, not really a route mix-up, but more like on-the-fly route change. Due to the 60 regionals wooded and the life up parts. Both not quite working out for him. But yeah, Dray is slowly approaching that 26 Metro, and if he is at the moon total that I think he is at, he will be done as soon as he hits 26 moons. Yeah, the barrel clip is very useful. It's not a hard clip at all. It's easily one of the easier clips in this game. You just have to line up with the right side of the barrel and the rail, and you'll clip through the wall. It's not a hard clip at all. And, you know, it makes it so you don't have to wear the outfit for Outfit Door Metro. And there's good stuff in there, so there's literally no reason not to do that clip. So, Hey there is on a serious timer now. Unfortunately for him, I don't think there's enough time to potentially make this work. He doesn't have enough costumes. And he still needs to go do picture match. So even if Dray's not at 74 moons right now, and he is like 70, Dray will still prevail here, 100%. Dray marked 26, but not 100. That means he didn't quite leave lost with 74. I think Dray at this point is just doing Metro Peace. Maybe. I don't know how many more moons he needs. I wish I knew. I really wish I knew how many more moons Dray needs. Because, like, I have no idea when he's gonna finish. But, with this in mind, Hey there is still on a really, well, I mean, he's not on the timer anymore because the race is over. Dray has finished with a time of 54:33. Very impressive. Honestly, that route was crazy. I don't know why he wanted to go for 100 moons total, but he went for 100 moons total. But hey, he made it work. GG Dray. Mark him done, and we'll see if he's interested in a post-game interview. Should probably switch to Hayler's audio. Oh wait, it's already using Hayler's audio. Okay. Well, in that case, I won't bother. Dray had 73 out of loss. Very nice. Yeah, he played that very well. He really didn't make that many mistakes. And his route was really clean. Like, he made good choices with what he was doing for that route. I don't know if I would have went for that route, but you know what? He made it work. Very impressive. Not gonna lie, chat, Dray really showed that even a not-so-good route can still be pretty good. So Hayler will be finishing up here shortly. He still needs to do picture match, and then he also needs to revisit one kingdom for a costume. Looks like he's choosing Cap to do this. Valid choice. Yeah, if I was doing this card, I think I would have done C3 BLTR row 5. It's honestly not that bad. 6 multi is a little bit scary, but to be honest, if you're going for 5 8-bits, you can make them work with the route, since 8-bits generally go along the World Peace route. You could, you know, go into the Pyramid for Showdown, and then you can do Wooded Peace for the other one. And it's also right on track with story moons as well. So, not bad at all. And then 7 timers, you would obviously unlock timers with doing Peace and Wooded. So, if I were to play this card, I would be doing C3, row 5, and BLTR. I do not think what Dray did was the play. But hey, he made it work, and that's all that really matters, to be honest. Still put on a very impressive show.
Hello.
Yo, Stray, what's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, I think you played that pretty well. I don't think your route was the play, but you played the route well.
Yeah, I think the lines were bad.
Yeah. So
I thought I routed the lines okay. I just played really bad, or like I executed pretty badly.
No, see, personally, I think the opposite. I think the lines were bad, but you played well. Like you made it work.
Yeah, it was. I really didn't like this card.
And like realistically, they weren't like bad because like you were still synergizing, you know, high moon totals with your route. It's just going to Metro, you know, like really deep into Metro with 100 moons total usually isn't like ideal, and like you still had to do other stuff like get the 16 wooded and the what was the other thing? Yeah, the life up parts. The life up parts as well. Like both of those are kind of, you know, not really within your route of just going through the kingdoms and collecting moons, but you still made it work. So, you know, I really got to give you credit where credit's due.
Thank you. I feel like I probably should have done column 3, and
yeah,
something with that.
If I was
maybe
doing
still done
card,
the diagonal.
Yeah, if I was doing this card, I probably would have done C3, BLTR, and row 5. The 6 multi-moons is a little bit sketchy, but considering you're going for 5 8-bits and story moons anyway, it kind of lines up pretty nicely if you do Showdown and Wooded Peace.
Yeah, I think that seems better.
And by doing Wooded Peace, you unlock 2 more timer challenges, so you wouldn't have to revisit Cap.
Yeah, I I actually just miscalculated. I realized in the lake that
No, but
I
like,
would
it
only
still
get
paid
6
off for you,
timers.
though. It still paid off for you. And, you know, like, that's really all that matters.
For sure. Yeah, I guess that is all that matters.
Now, was that your initial route, or did you just panic and try and find an early finish? Early finish, I mean not go to Snowy Seaside.
I was trying to avoid it. Looking at it now, Row 3 isn't that bad.
No.
You're probably
Personally, on
gonna...
this part, even, like, Snowy Seaside really isn't that bad. Like, you could do something like,
Yeah, call him one.
Row 1, C1, and BLTR, and it honestly wouldn't be bad at all.
Yeah, I think I went a little too hard on the don't go to Snow or Seaside, for sure.
So, yeah, Hey There is done as well. We'll mark him as done so he can join the interview. So, do you have any other thoughts on your run?
100 moons is bad. Always will be.
The thing is, it's not always bad. Like,
Always.
I can justify it if you're, like, going to Snow and Seaside and there's, you know, moon goals within your route, or,
Sure.
you know, you're just collecting fast Cascade and Lake moons because, you know, those are fast.
Yeah.
How's it going, Hey There?
Hi.
Or actually, I should say, Hey There. Okay, I'm sorry, that was bad. I'm just gonna stop. Anyways, obviously that didn't really go as you planned, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get
out,
sub hour even. Like, my biggest mistake was probably trying to get 60 regionals in Wooded, and then realizing
Yeah, I
that wasn't even
noticed-
part of my route.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah.
I thought what happened was you were grabbing them and then realized you didn't know where 60 regionals were located.
Oh, I kind of know them well because of doing a bit of 100%, but it would
Right.
still be a bit hard.
Of course. And then the other question that I have for you is, you were definitely initially doing something with life up parts.
Yeah, I had a route that had that.
Was it, like,
switched my
row
routes
one?
like a lot.
Oh wait, no, it couldn't have been row 1, never mind.
I tried to do row 1 at first, and I didn't switch it up until like 20 minutes later.
Okay. Yeah. I think the switch generally, like, worked in terms of at least finishing, but definitely switching that late definitely hurts a lot. And I noticed that you missed, like, several really fast life ups.
Yeah.
So
That was one of the things that I realized that I don't need to actually go for, and
right.
at the same time, I forgot about the regionals in Wooded.
Gotcha. So that would explain why you went all the way to the Flower Road and then realized, oh, I need to collect these.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all starting to make sense now. Well, GG's to both of you. You both put on pretty good shows. Hey, they're showing that you can at least adapt really well to something different if the first thing didn't work out.
Yeah, GG, Hey
Do either of you have any other final thoughts? Or?
I don't really have anything.
All right. Well, in that case, follow the runners, follow me if you want, and definitely follow SpeedGaming. There will be more triple bingo throughout the week. Obviously, we are in brackets, so pretty much triple bingo match every day, I think. I think there's pretty much one scheduled every day, at the very least. So, things are getting heated. Round 1 is getting really intense, so we'll see who gets through. Hey there, you had a pretty nice run going through this tournament. All right.
Yeah, it was fun just doing bingo. I joined it for fun, I
No,
didn't
yeah,
expect to get too far. I'm a bit surprised that I got past the group stage, honestly, because I don't do too much bingo.
No, that's fair, but like, what? Okay, but like what I noticed from you playing is like you're really good at like adapting something like really quick on the fly. Like if something goes wrong, you can fix it. And I think that's a really good like quality trait as a bingo player.
Yeah. I just can't. It's just hard for me to choose a route that's good.
No, yeah, and that definitely takes a lot of experience. It's definitely not the easiest thing to do. Like I've played so many cards, and you know, even still to this day, I still mess up routes on some of them. So it really is, it really is a whole lot of thinking. You know, sometimes you just don't have the time to think. So, alrighty. Well, with that in mind, I have been Awesome Agron, and Dre and Hey there put on a really nice match, and I will be signing off. See you guys for more Triple Bingo throughout the week.